Yes, my brothers and a couple sisters. Couple things you need to know before getting into Uber. Now, there is a massive dark side to Uber. Now, things a lot of people don't talk about. So you might see Uber drivers online and it looks like it's all fun and games and, you know, they're just making money, £50 here, £20 there. But there's a lot that has to be considered when you're getting into Uber. Number one, financially. Now, financially, if you haven't got the right car, the insurance, and etc., your outgoings can start off really high and you're just battling to make ends meet. That's not everybody, but that's a side of it. You know, you're paying too much and it just doesn't seem to be working. Now remember, London is set up to take money from those that have no money. Yeah, they've got all these one-way systems. You know, you do a right turn, you know, you switch off for a second, you're doing 25 in a 20, flash, 3 points, fine. There's that side. And that side, when you're working on the fly, right, I've got to pick this person up, it's saying go here, but that sign, you know, there's a lot of information that you have to take in a split second. That's one part of it. The other part is people in London, a lot of people are very disrespectful, very rude, very entitled, very arrogant, and, you know, they act like you owe them something. For example, people just get in your car, climb across your seats. Sometimes people have even tried to put their feet on the seat. Who does that? Like, I've had to tell people off. Slam your doors, slam your boot, you know, talk to you like you're a fool, like you're parking in a safe spot and they're standing over there, then come over here, waving their hand willy-nilly. Now, I've said that before. You're gonna come across drunk people, young people, road people, you know, you're gonna come across all walks of life. So what I'm saying is, if you don't know how to manage people and are not assertive and quite confident in yourself, running around the streets might not be the job for you. Yeah? Because know this, there's certain man, they don't go into the trenches. They don't do Uber in the estates, in the ghetto areas. They're not built for it. Scared, afraid. Some of them don't do that. They just stay where it's safe. So there's man that won't pick up, should I say, won't pick up someone that's called Big T or T, you know, T Money or whatever these names are. They won't pick them up. Frightened, so they stay where it's safe. But just know there's another side, yeah? That's it. And sometimes you just get strange people, like really strange people. Let me tell you a story, quick story. Now, I picked up this lady once and I was in Liverpool Street and she was going, I can't remember where she was going. It was about a 40-minute drive. Anyway, so I'm driving there and the lady's talking as normal, like, oh yes, blah, blah, blah. I was like, all right, very pleasant. Anyway, when I got to the destination, I've ended the trip. So just here, yeah? Yeah, just here? she stopped responding to me. Totally stopped responding to me. And I'm like, we're here now, you have to get out. I've ended the trip. Didn't say a word to me. Didn't say a word, just sat there. Looked like this, looked like that. So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, how am I gonna deal with this situation? Like, she's just not responding to me. Anyway, so I calls the missus, FaceTime as well. I said, this woman won't get out the car. Mrs. goes to me, what do you mean she won't get out the car? I said, she won't get out the car. Mrs. like, tell her to get out the car. I said, I've told her to get out the car. She's not listening to me. So I'm having this conversation. The woman's sitting right there, not saying a word. Mrs. like, right, I'm going to call the police. So I've told the missus where I am. Police were like, meh, bring her to the station. I was like, what? Bring her to the station? So I've taken her to the station. So I'm there talking with the missus. And then the missus is gone. I've just hung up just in case, you know, I don't really want to be chatting. So I'm saying, I'm going police station. Woman ignoring me, saying nothing. I'm going to the police station. 25 minutes. We're at the police station. Went into the police station. I said, there's a woman. I'm an Uber driver and she won't get out the car. They just looked at me like, what? What do you mean you can't? She won't get out of the car. Anyway, after about 20 minutes, they came to the car. They said, can you get out, please? She ignored them. Then they said to me, right, we're going to have to drag her out the car. When we drag her out the car, just drive off. And I said, well, that's it, yeah? Just drive off. They dragged her out the car, kicking and screaming. Yeah, I was like, what? So they've dragged her out the car and I've just driven off. Now, she didn't look like what you would say a typical drug user. She was talking normally. She was being articulate. I don't know what was going on. But that's just like one of many stories. But just know that there's a lot of weird people. And I say that to say this. That could have went any way. But what did I have? And that's not me trying to sell a dash cam, but that's why I put the missus on the phone straight away. My thing's recording. You know, my phone was like this. You could see the back, blah, 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 blah. You have always got to protect yourself. That's one thing in this game, yeah? You are alone. And if an allegation is made or something happens, you're by yourself. You're by yourself. Allegations made, that's it. Account blocked. TFL reported. There you go. Another one bites the dust. Nobody cares. So guys, make sure you look after yourself. But just know that Uber is not always fun and games. And after a while, I know there's guys out there with mad stories. I got a couple mad stories, but that's just a light one. But yeah, it's know what you're getting into. Know what you're getting into.